friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. It is time for another weekend reading vlog. It is a rainy Friday here, and I had to work only until noon today, which was really nice. So I did film a little bit already. I did a workout this morning and I went to the gardens with my little dude, which is always fun, even though it was rainy. So there's not too many clips from the gardens, but I am sitting here in my chair now. I just watched a show and now I am ready to sit down and get to business. I have some videos to film. So for the next little bit of time, that is what I'm going to be doing. But as far as reading goes this afternoon and this weekend, I'm going to hopefully listen to and finish The Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp, which will be my 5th 5-star prediction. I would love to finish that and be able to get that filmed and finished, and then also choose my next ones. That would be so much fun to be able to finish this weekend. I want to start my 3rd Read Like Rainy book. I've finished 2 already, which is great. I would also like to read The Parker Inheritance for Wednesday night's discussion on that coming up next week. And that is probably where things lie for reading. So The Parker Inheritance, The Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp, and my 3rd Read Like Rainy book. If I can get those a good chunk done this weekend, that would be amazing. But I'm going to sit down now and film the mid-year book freakout tag. I'm going to film my top 5 books of the year so far. I'm going to film my shelf spotlight for June and maybe one more, but if I can get those 3 done, I'll be really pleased about that. So I'm going to get some filming done. It has been super rainy, so thunder is an issue while filming. We'll see how things go, but that is the plan. And then I'm pretty much staying home this afternoon because it's just gross outside. Nobody wants to travel outside when it's that gross. At least this girl doesn't. All right, I'll check in later and let you know how the reading's going. We are at the gardens, even though it's kind of like rainy, but story time is going to be at 10. And so we are here to have a little snack and walk around. It's just drippy right now, so it's okay. We might go see the butterflies. I don't know, but here we are. Hello. I am listening to Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp. I'm just about right in the middle, actually, and it's a pretty quick and easy listen. It is an older woman who's in a hospice facility and a young journalist who's there to write this older woman's obituary and the relationship that they build, and I'm enjoying it. It's a 5-star prediction, so I won't tell you exactly how I feel about it quite yet, but it's a quick read and I'm enjoying listening to that. I just got done with my Patreon. Some of my patrons get together and chat once a month, and I love that time with them. Always get a couple books added to my recommendations. I added a few more to this jar, added one to my July TBR, and heard about a couple others that are on my radar. So that's always a good time. I am going to just listen to this a little more tonight. I also forgot that I need to be finishing up The Knowledge of the Holy. I just have a teeny tiny bit left, so I'll probably see if there's any sprints going on. It's only 9:22 right now, so I've got a good hour and a half to read still before I call it a day. So I'm going to read a little bit of this and possibly get pretty close to finishing Mrs. Kipp tonight. So I don't know. That's quite a bit left. We'll see. But that is the plan for the evening. I'm actually going to go, this is a filming shirt, not like a PJ shirt. Not super comfortable. It's fine. I'm going to go change into something a little more comfortable and go ahead and get the playback of our chat tonight uploaded and share with my patrons about our book club book for July, get all those things kind of taken care of while listening. And I didn't do any laundry or cleaning or anything today. I did practice piano a little bit. I'm actually only singing this week on worship team, so I do need to practice a little more tomorrow. But I did get a little head start on that tonight. I did not film it, but maybe I'll film a little bit of singing time tomorrow. And yeah, it's been a really chill Friday. I didn't run any errands. I did not go get to the chiropractor. I need to do that tomorrow. But also tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I have the final discussion for Knowledge of the Holy. So I have to be here for that. But I might head out in the morning and get some errands done. We'll see, as long as it's not raining. I'm tired of the rain. I did not want to be out in the rain today. We had a couple thunder claps today, which was really fun. I love a good thunderstorm. But all right, I'm going to go and read. Maybe I'll check back in tonight. Maybe I won't. We'll see. It's 11:15 and I just finished this book. It was really good. It was really inspiring to think about what kind of legacy I want to leave in the world in general. It was very inspiring about that. I'm glad that I read it. I'll talk more about it in a wrap up. But now I have another video to film this weekend because this was my last 5-star prediction book. So I can do that wrap up. And also I can think about more 5-star predictions. I think I should choose a topic or a selection of books that I think maybe like I could do my book of the month books. I could do my Christmas book exchange card. I could do my recommendations card. I could do my NetGalley. I have to think about that. But it is 11:15 and I never ended up changing my shirt. I haven't moved out of this chair. So I need to get moving and go to bed. Thankfully, tomorrow's Saturday. But first book of the weekend completed, The Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp by Sarah Brensvold. Yay. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is nearly noon and I am just now making breakfast. I went for a walk/run. Was very proud of myself for having a little bit of running sprints in the middle of the walk. And then I've been just listening to my third Read Like Rainy book. I'm about 40% in, which is awesome. And started a load of laundry, which you might be able to hear. Cleaned my room a little bit. So today's just going to be a little bit of that. Cleaning, reading, all that stuff. The normal relaxed Saturday. I probably will end up going to the chiro later, but for now I'm just gonna pause the reading for a little bit, watch a show, eat some breakfast, and then at 1 I have a live about Knowledge of the Holy. So I finished 2 of the chapters I had 4 chapters left to read. I did 2 of them this morning and I have to read 2 more, which is just a few pages. So I should be totally fine to participate in that live at 1 o'clock. So that is today. Not very exciting, but nice, relaxing, chill Saturday. My favorite. Hello. I always look like I'm in this same spot always, but I promise I haven't sat here all day. I just lay down on my bed actually for quite a while and finished listening to my third Read Like Rainy book. I started and finished it today. It's a middle grade, so it's a little bit shorter. And because I was just kind of not doing anything else except playing Happy Color, I was able to put it at like 2.0 speed or 2.2 or something like that. So I got through it relatively quickly. It was a mystery and it was fun. So I finished that today. Finished a book yesterday. Finished 2 books today because I also finished The Knowledge of the Holy today, which is fantastic. I was just laying on my bed with an ice pack on my back because my lower back was feeling really sore. I don't know if it's because of running. I feel like it's been getting more sore over the last couple of days. So I was going to go to the chiropractor tonight, but I hear lots of thunder out there. And I don't really want to go out and get caught in the rain. That does not sound fun. So I've decided I'm going to stay in tonight. I'll go to the chiropractor like right after church tomorrow. That will be a better time for me anyways. And I can spend the night editing because now I have 3 things that I filmed that I need to edit. And I now can film 2 more things because I finished my 5-star predictions with Mrs. Kipp and I finished my Read Like Rainy with the third book from her. So I can film 2 more things, which is great because next week the first week of July, I'll be in New York at my mom's, and I won't be filming or anything during that week, I don't think. So yeah, I'll try to think of some video. I usually try to do one video with them. We'll see what I can do. Yes, I have lots of editing and a little bit more filming. So yikes, time to get busy with some editing, and I'm excited about that. So 2 things for Patreon, 3 things for the channel. I have lots of editing to do tonight. If only editing was a little more fun. But it's only 5 o'clock and I had a really late lunch, so I'm not like hungry at all. I'll wait and eat a little bit later, but yes, I'm just going to sit here and edit a bit. I do need to practice worship for tomorrow, and I'm also doing an announcement, which I've never done at this church before, so I have to get that all ready as well, and the rest of the things on my to-do list. So super exciting. And I'm sorry I can't really tell you about the book that I finished today, listened to all day, because you'll hear about it in a different video. But yeah, I'm not going to read anything for a little bit, but when I next pick something else up, it's going to be the Parker Inheritance. And I've also started listening to, last night I started listening to The Book Spy, which was my Patreon pick for this month that I still need to read. I forgot about that one. So chances are high that I'll get everything finished that I need to for this month. Very good. And yeah, it's been a really chill day around these parts. All right, time to get editing. Hello. It is Sunday at 1 o'clock. And I just finished my errands. I went to church this morning, was on the worship team. I don't think I recorded any practice. Sorry, next time. But I was on worship team today, leading a couple songs. And I also was doing stage communication, which just means an announcement at the beginning and then like the closing at the end. And it's my first time ever doing that. I've got some good feedback that I did well. It's so funny. If I'm in a room full of a ton of kids, I have zero problems being up front, like making announcements, teaching a lesson, being a fool, being crazy. I have no problem with it with kids. But with a room full of adults, it's a lot more intimidating. And I'm always fine once I'm doing it, but the beforehand, like my stomach was flipping around. Like it was crazy. I was really nervous, but I did okay. From what I heard from people, they said I did good. So I know I did good. And then I went to the chiropractor, and then I went to Aldi to grab some groceries, like some produce for the week. I've been doing Whole30. Today is day 25. I have 5 days left. So I did get myself a treat today. I've been drinking only water all month long, but I found this apple juice that's literally just apple juice. There's no other ingredients, and I'm allowed to have fruit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm giving myself a little treat. I'll honestly probably dilute it down because I already just had 1 sip of it and it's really strong. So I'll dilute it down a little bit, but that's my treat for the last 5 days. And I got some snack food because on Friday, I'm going to be driving up to New York to go home for the week. Jordan's going to be coming with me again, which is nice. So we'll be up spending the week with Mom and Rachel for the first week of July. But I just wanted to say today, I learned yesterday, I think it was posted on Friday, but I just saw it yesterday, that one of our booktube community people has passed away, Janelle from Too Fond of Books. Yeah, she had battled cancer and beat it for a while, but it came back, and she passed away about a little while ago this month. And it's devastating. It's so sad. Like, I had never met Janelle in person, but she came to our virtual reading retreat with the besties in the winter time. I've had conversation with her here and there through a few different avenues. But just knowing her presence is not going to be here. She's not going to be making videos anymore, and she has passed away. I know she had a faith in God, and so I'm confident of where she will spend eternity, from what I know of her anyway. It's just sad. It's just sad. I know her husband made a beautiful video just kind of acknowledging the importance that the booktube community was for Janelle and that she is on the community. I thought that was a beautiful tribute. So I will link his video down below if you haven't gone to see that yet, if she's not somebody that you followed. at least go watch that and just kind of acknowledge and honor her life and her reading, in the light that she was in this community. So just really sad. And I didn't want to like do a whole video about this weekend and not acknowledge her, because that's something that I learned about this weekend, and it's just really sad. So please go and check out that video as just as a way to honor her contribution to this community, but and to send prayers for the rest of her family that has been left behind for now. Yeah, just really sad. So I will end here. Well, for now, I'm gonna head home and get out of these jeans, because it's very hot. It's like 90 degrees outside and I've got jeans on. What? Way too hot for that. So I'm gonna head home and read for a little bit, edit for a little bit, answer comments for a little bit until my book club, which is at 6 p.m. for my patrons. So looking forward to that conversation, but need to get some reading in. I am probably going to listen to the Parker Inheritance this afternoon, because that discussion is going to be on Wednesday night. So I want to make sure that I'm finished with that, and we'll see what else I get up to today. But it was a really good morning. Church was really good today. In general, it pushed me out of my comfort zone, but worship ended up being really, really good. Rehearsal just flowed. Like it was just a good Sunday. It was a good Sunday. So that's all. I will check in a little while. Hello, my friends. I'm in the chair as usual. It is about 5:15 and I'm just got ready for my 6 o'clock Patreon book club chat. So I found some good questions for the reading list and kind of highlighted the ones I want to focus on. And yeah, it's been a pretty productive afternoon. I've been editing a couple different things, kind of like bouncing between them to keep me interested and not falling asleep. I vacuumed and I had to the rollers stopped rolling on my vacuum, and I went to look at it and it was disgusting. I shed so much, and so it was just so full of string and hair and dust and everything that it just wasn't rolling anymore. So I had to peel all that out. It was so nasty. But I got that done. I had to move my car because the church across the street from me was still having service when I came home from church today and my errands. So I had to park down the road in front of my landlord's house. So I was chatting with him for a little bit. I've not done any reading. So I think I have about 30 minutes before I need to really get ready for my Patreon book club chat. So I think I might, and I filmed a video. I might read a little bit of the Parker Inheritance right now, since I've got some time. I do want to film one more video, probably not today. Probably I'll film it some evening this week, because I'm going to be gone all next week. I don't want to have to film too much at my mom's. So today I filmed a shelf spotlight. I have to still film my 5-star prediction wrap up, and then I'll choose new ones later in July. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but I have a lot of editing to do still. So I'm working on this vlog. I did a little bit of that. I also worked on a little bit of my July TBR, and my Read Like Rainy books are done. So I need to film my final clip for that, but I've started already editing the first part of it. And then I have my top 5 books of the year so far that I haven't even started editing. And then I have my shelf spotlight I already just filmed today. And then I have the 5-star prediction wrap up that I need to still film and edit. So that'll be 6 videos. That's totally good for this coming week and then next week as well. And then at some point I'll have to film a June wrap up, but I think I'm just going to wait and do that really late when I get back, because I'm not going to want to do it on Friday before we leave. So I'm just going to wait and do that really late. But I also this weekend started, I forgot to tell you, yesterday, when I was in the midst of doing this, that, and the other, I started reading Falling by T.J. Newman. I'm very, very much at the beginning. You can't even see. My bookmark is right here. So I've only read maybe the first couple chapters. This one's going to be intense as well. So in this one, a pilot, from what I know so far, a pilot. There's a husband and wife. The dad is the pilot, and they're in a little bit of a tiff because he ends up taking a flight. His boss asked him if he could pick up on a flight, and he does. And right before he leaves, this like cable repair guy comes to fix their internet, which has been out. But as soon as the dad leaves, the guy pulls a gun on the wife and the kids. There's a baby and a little 10-year-old boy. Holy moly. So I believe there's going to be like a call to the dad, the pilot, and say, I think he has to make like a hard choice, right? Like, for his family to live, everyone on the plane has to die. The only way the family will survive it is if the pilot follows his orders and crashes the plane. Enjoy the flight. What? That's crazy. So a little bit intense, I'm sure, but I really want to read another TJ Newman. So I've started that, but I'm not going to read that right now. I'm going to read Parker Inheritance before my book club. So I have like 30 minutes, so I might go do that. I will touch base later. All right. It is just after 10:30 and this girl needs to go to bed. So I'm going to wrap things up here and just kind of recap the weekend and what I read tonight. But I finished The Knowledge of the Holy this weekend. Yay. Had the final live chat on Tiffany's channel. So good. Finished my 5th and final 5-star prediction read, The Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp by Sarah Brunswald. Enjoyed that. Now I get to film that video. Did not get to filming it today. And I completely read my 3rd Read Like Rainy book, so that video can get wrapped up as well. I haven't filmed the clip about that one yet. Middle grade mystery. Enjoyed it a lot. Tonight, I made it decently far into the Parker Inheritance. I'm on page 113. So I probably read about 70 pages or so, listened on audio. I switched to the audio. I switched to the audiobook of this, and I'm really enjoying it. We're following a girl named Candace and her neighbor across the street, Brandon. They live in a small town and in the South, Georgia, I believe. And they are tracking down, they find a letter. Candace finds a letter in her attic that was part of her grandmother's things. And it talks about this hidden inheritance that's somehow connected to the town's history. So she and Brandon are trying to solve the mystery and learning a lot about their town and the people in their town in the meantime, as well as dealing with a bit of bullying, about a bit of like parents who are getting divorced and just their lives as well. So it's fun read so far. I'm really enjoying that. I have it says about 3.5 hours left on the audio, so I should be able to finish that before Wednesday for sure. And then tonight, I picked up Keeper of the Lost Cities because Amy said she started it today. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to start too. I only read the first chapter and a half. Long chapters, not a fan. And I don't really remember. It's been quite a few months since I've read the last book. So I don't really remember. And I need to go find some summaries to catch myself up. But I am going to enjoy being back in the elf world with Sophie and her friends. Already, I'm going to enjoy that. I can tell. And then also this weekend, I started Falling by TJ Newman. That is a lot of reading. That's about what my weekend was. Editing, filming, and reading. Not the most exciting weekend. I didn't go very many places. Church this morning and errands and stuff today. But yeah, it was pretty rainy and gross this weekend. So I spent a lot of it right here in this chair. Tomorrow morning, back to my workout routine, back to normal routine tomorrow. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I would love to chat with you about any of those books that I mentioned or anything else that you saw in this video or anything that you want to talk about. What are you reading right now? I love chatting with you in the comments and always look forward to connecting with you down there. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today. I really love that you're here, and I look forward to talking with you in another video very soon. Bye.